What is going on, people? Welcome back to Trimless FC's YouTube channel. I'm your boy KLS. This is the post-match chat. This is the post-match intervention for Manchester United. We lost 1-0 to Everton at home. We're going to dive into a lot. Before we start, very quickly, very quickly, are you an artist looking for professional beats, professional mixing, mastering at an incredible price? There's a link in the description. Go smash there and go nuts. Also, I don't know about you, but when I watch football, I need my belly filling. Nothing beats a curry from the ChilledCurryCompany based in Kingswinford in the Black Country. Link into the description there to the curry place. But look, I'm doing this live now. The project prem's in 30 minutes, people. In 30 minutes. So we're not going to waste no more time. We're going to talk about the game and we're going to get brutal. Obviously, for the people that are tuning in now and that will be on the prem, you're going to hear me twice. I feel like I'm going to get more stressed on the prem because, in my opinion, I think I talk football with morons. But they're my friends, so I can say this. But let's talk about the game. I mean, let's not talk shit. Big up Charles Smith. Charles Smith. The link should be. Oh yeah, they are coming up. There you go. We'll put it on screen there. 1-0 to Everton. We lose. And now that I've slept on it, and now that I'm thinking back at it now, my mind's definitely a lot clearer. 1,000,000% a lot clearer. Let's go to basis number one. What more do we have to do, to stop playing? Shout out Big C. Big C in the building. Shout out Big C, man. I'll see you on the prem in 30 minutes. Didn't know your name was Charles. That's interesting. Where was we? Yeah. So let's start somewhere. I think it's been a problem, and I think it's been an equally as big as a problem that our midfield has. When will we stop playing Luke Shaw? Like, when do we, like, the thing is, and I've said this numerous times, about like Arsenal, how if as a viewer I can sit and watch and tell what Arsenal are going to do in their games, so can professional managers. If I can sit and direct to you what Arsenal are going to play like, surely professional managers can. What does Ruben Amorim see so vividly in Luke Shaw that plays him every week non-stop? That's one thing I can't seem to fathom. Has he had a good game all season? I don't think so. I think he was okay against Liverpool. And, I mean, that's pushing it. He was just bang average. Like, if anything, against Liverpool, he actually did his job. You know? So, what worries me is we sit with Aiden Heaven on the bench. We sit with Lissandro Martinez on the bench. And he still plays Luke Shaw. Like, surely playing Aiden Heaven as a left-sided defender who's obviously way quicker. And to be honest, I think more physically, I think, well, for sure, better agility and better like movement and quality on the ball. Don't get me wrong, Luke Shaw's a vet and he's been amazing for England and he's done a service for us fantastically. And I'm not disputing it, but in this current stage of his career, surely having Hayden Heaven give him that game time as well, because he's already showing so much that he's going to become this player that's going to be a part of the future of Man United. Start giving him game times. And I think against Everton was a perfect opponent. Start playing these youngsters. Talking of youngsters, we're going to get onto that. So we're going to leave that discussion for now. I would have chosen Aiden Heaven. My now biggest concern is, what does it have to take to drop Luke Shaw? Because if he started Luke Shaw every game. Like, if not, 99% of games he started him. What worries me is when we've got Martinez on the bench and we've got Aiden Heaven on the bench, who are miles better than Luke Shaw. Like, whether he doesn't want to risk Martinez because of injury, I think risk him personally, because at this point, United fans, we're the most pathetic fan group. We've lost one game in 6, and but it like straight away. But get Amarin out! It's straight Amarin out. Like, Arteta's bottled the league 4 years standing, and he's still in. Do you know what I mean? He's still there. So we've lost 1 in 6, and it's get him out already, which I think's a bit buffoony. We will get onto Amarin. We will. I'm his biggest supporter, and I stand by him 100%. But we'll get onto him. So Luke Shaw is the biggest issue for me. I think he's more of an issue than the midfielders, because I think this season, I think Casemiro's overperformed 100%. I might get laughed at, but I mean, you look at it, not even stat for stat, but his play style. Like, the fact he's a DM, and some of these passes where he's passing the ball and he's bringing that Brazilian flair with him, and he's scoring goals. And for what his position is, and for what his whole tactic is, and his whole foundation, he shouldn't be doing that. He shouldn't be, and he is. I do think Luke Shaw's a bigger issue than the midfield. Don't get me wrong, Bruno in the midfield is not necessarily working amazing. But again, same with Mbeumo, especially after watching Everton game, especially with Mbeumo, like Fernandes needs players to work with. And again, against Everton, like the interview Bruno Fernandes said, like he's acting like he's exhausted. You barely put a fight in. So far, it's our most boringest game of the season, and we've lost. And we'll get on to Fernandes. The second issue I'm seeing is I truly believe all this hype we've had all year, not a couple of months, we've had all year, even last season. Start Mainu. Oh, you can't let Mainu go. Oh, why is you letting Mainu leave? And what have I said all year? I don't think Mainu's good enough. As a player, he's good enough. For the system Amarin wants to play, I don't think he's good enough for that system. And like I say on the Project Prem, and whether believe me or not, it leaves people stunned. I've always asked this question, and I've never had a fair response. It's always been yeah, but. Defensively, you pick Casemiro over Mainu, unfortunately. In Bruno's role, where he's a midfielder pushing forward, Bruno's better at attacking than Mainu is. And now my biggest concern is we're still going to keep hearing, yeah, but Mainu. He came on for 40 minutes or close to 40 minutes yesterday. And what did he do? Like, I forgot who was on the pitch. You got 40 minutes. That's like, bro, that's nearly a full half. Like, remember, he came on, in the 50th, 55th, 60th minute. And you're having a lot of time on the pitch. And I've said this before, even against Liverpool, even against Fulham, he's come on and I'm not noticing him. Like, I'm forgetting he's on the pitch. Talking about a sob made yesterday, will we stop playing Diogo fucking Dalot? Will we stop? What do I have to say to Amarim to stop playing Diogo Dalot? If Dalot is not transfer listed by January or at least next summer, I think we're going to have a real issue where he's not going to drop him to the extent of he's just going to stay there and bill up a wage. 100. Dalot is beyond useless. Like, again, Dorgu didn't have an amazing game, but fuck me, you can tell when Dorgu's not on. Like, I couldn't quite work out what Dalot's position was. What again with Mainu, like, I'm forgetting he's on the pitch. And then the one moment I only remember from Diego Dalot was when the ball was crossed in. Instead of jumping and headering it in, bro ducked. He literally ducked. I've got a burp. He literally ducked. So now what more do we have to do to stop playing these damn players? Which, talking of Mainu, brings on to my next one. Will you all shut up about Xerxes? Will you shut the fuck up about Xerxes? Because, for fuck's sake. But give Xerxes a chance! Oh, how many times I've said it yesterday? He's had 2 years. He's had 2 solid years. If he didn't do it the first year, and he didn't do it the second year, I'm highly going to give him a chance. So will we please stop saying, but give Xerxes a chance? Or, like, in games where we've got Sesko up front and he wants to bring off Konya, or Konya's injured and we're playing Mount. Oh, go on, whack Xerxes at Cam. To do what? He's a striker that doesn't strike. You know what I mean? And I said this yesterday. How many headers he had, and how many were on target, how many were powerful, how many actually looked threatening. It's beyond a joke. It's way beyond the joke. And I'm getting so stressed out and so fed up watching this Man United side, when in reality, our team's not bad no more. But again, when it comes to the Sesko and Konya injury, this proves Mbeumo needs to be with people. Konya needs to have a good game for Mbeumo to have a good game. And, like, I never thought I'd say this because I've been a bit critical. I give him his flowers at 100%. Like, he is improving. He's getting into space. Fuck me, do I miss Sesko? Like, after yesterday's game, fuck me, I miss Sesko. I miss him lots. After that one game, speed his recovery up, G. Get him a reboot. Xerxes, I'm not hearing Xerxes anymore. Give Xerxes a chance. He's had 2 years. He's had 2 years. He's had 670 days as a Manchester United player. Do I think he's a bad player, and do I think that he won't go to another league and do well? Not saying that at all. In this Man United system, I don't think he's quick enough. I don't think he's got the shot. I don't think he's got the physicality. I don't think he's got the dribbling, and I don't think he's got the flair attributes to be a professional Premier League player. I don't think he... Like, look at Estavio. Like, look how exciting he is to watch. And, like, and it's not a case of just because Xerxes is not this, like, dead talented, like, skilled player. That is not the case at all. It's the fact that Estavio is that sort of player and can finish the ball and can get past players, especially. And remember, and it's not like, but Xerxes is not meant to get past players. He plays as a 10 sometimes. Like, we're forgetting this. He plays as a 10 quite a lot. Even when we had Højlund, he'd be up top. We'd have Xerxes camp next to Fernandes. And you know what? Just going back on Luke Shaw, I do genuinely believe he's bringing the rest of the defense down. As bad as it sounds, I really do believe he's bringing the defense down, because I've never seen Yoro this bad, and the lick's falling off. As good as they was, they're just not like Lenny Yoro last year was just different, man. Like, I remember him against Newcastle, like against Leon, against this. Just we need to stop playing Luke Shaw. Like, I've got no energy. Like, this shit stresses me out to the absolute core. You might think I'm coming here to shout. I'm like depressed, G. Like, I'm sick of just my team being shit for the sake of being shit. Like, we kept on pinging, but I'm playing Amad Diallo left cam. Look at your history. The only guy who Amarin is, by the way, the only guy at Manchester United to play Amad Diallo as a left cam last year, who should know, Amad Diallo cannot play left cam. He can play right cam. He can't play left cam. So in a game where we've previously just drew 2, you're gonna play Amad Diallo as a left cam. Like at that point, Mount. At that point, like put Bruno back as a 10 and put Mount in the middle or Mainu in the middle or just do something, man. Just do something. Like I'm so fed up of. Let's talk about Amram. I'm confident in him because I think he's shown that we can do this. He's shown, and the thing is, for the morons that sit and say, "Yeah, Amarin out still. Yeah, Amarin out still." He's possibly brung the 3 best signings in like the past 5 years. In Mbumo, Cunha, and Lamens. And you lot want him out. We had Ten Hag last year buying fucking Onana, buying there, Anthony. And the one time we get a manager that's bringing in like raw material, you want to get him gone. I will pick on him though. His player choice for that game was extremely poor. I think his setup going into the game was extremely poor. I think the way we started wasn't right. We're normally quick on the attack in the first 20 minutes. That wasn't visible. And I know I'm going to hear, yo, United lost to 10 men, blah, 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 blah. So they've lost a midfielder and they've got like 4 others. Like, what to fucking do? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to hear that all night, but I don't mind firming it because I can argue back. But playing Ahmad as a left cam, putting the lot on and it's like, do you think he's actually going to come on and do something? Like, that's my concern. Do you actually? I want to know how far Amran actually believes bringing the lot and putting Shaw on will actually like. I want to know how much trust he's got in him because it's fucking ridiculous. It's an absolute joke. Like it's beyond ridiculous. Like, in what world, when Delot's possibly been the worst player this year for you as a United player, and you've got Mainu that hasn't touched grass in how long, and when he has come on, he's been poor, you decide to bring him on. Like, that's the one thing I just don't get about Amarim. And I back him, and the way he plays, I rate. The formation he plays for the players we've got, I rate. His player picks and going forward into games, his player selection, I can't believe just how bad it is. But obviously, I'm not a mong. Like, I'm not going to sit and say, oh, yeah, Amrin out now, because I think there's more pros than there are cons, because we've lost 1 game in 6, which, when was the last time we did that, by the way? Like fucking get real. Like, it's just player selection. That's what's killing me, and that's where I'm sitting thinking, do you know what, Mandem? Like, there's only so much more I can do till I stop trusting you. I trust him 100% for the players he's brought on, for the tactic, and he's making it work. He has proved he's making this work, and it does work. I think his revision and going into games is poor because I've watched a couple of interviews of his, and you can see that, well, he doesn't really talk about the opponents. I'm going to be honest. But then that's because the journalists aren't asking the right questions. It's always, but what if? How do you feel about? Like, the journalists are, they're equally to blame because with Man United, because half the fan base is a normal and the other half, like, as a football team, our fan base, they're pathetic. We've lost again. I'll bring it back. We've lost 1 game in 6, and the Mandem are screaming Amarin out. Like what the fuck? Again, I bring it back. Arsenal bottled the league 4 seasons in a row, and Arteta's still in. Man City are in the worst state of their position last year. Pep's still in. and we've lost 1 game in 6 minutes. But Amarin's out. Yeah, we'll forget he signed Mbumo. We'll forget he signed Cunha. We'll forget he signed Lamens. We'll forget that. You're right. We'll forget that. For the benefit of sacking him, like, in my opinion, like, as much as I've just bigged them up, I don't think if we sacked Amarin now and a new manager come in, you're mad we'll see a difference. That's fucking crazy. If you think you'll see a difference, that's crazy. Because we're too far gone. And remember, Amarin's still playing with a lot of Ten Hag's players. Cassie. Ugarte. Who else? I mean, Xerxes. I think give Amarin that time. Because for the transfers he's made so far, they're the best 3 transfers we've made in a while. The only reason I'm not inviting Sesko into this discussion yet is because he's out injured and he's been overhyped coming to the Prem.
Yeah, Sesko's a dead tall guy that's going to head the ball and his shot accuracy is a mate.
Like, he's always been an on and off player. Like, do your research. Like, he's always been on and off, you know. Whereas he's signed Lamens, who's probably our best keeper we've had since De Gea. We've signed Mbumo, who's at the time one of the best right wingers in the Premier League. Cunha, who practically held up Wolves last season. So thinking a couple of transfer windows times. Like, for the first time in a while, we've got an issue in the club and we're actually going for that position we need filling. And you want to get rid of him. And you think whatever manager comes in is going to do a better job. Look at the shit we've had to deal with. Amarin's only slowly just getting us out of that shit. The shit Ten Hag left us. Ineos left us. Radcliffe left us. Amarin's slowly digging us out of that hole. I don't know why people are finding it so hard to see and so hard to believe. He's slowly getting us there. He's made 3 crucial transfers. He's proved that this can work. What he's doing now, he's proven it can work with the right players. Do we have the right players yet? No. So why are we so quick on him? Straight away. Why are we so quick on him? I just don't understand. We've lost 1 game in 6 and man, I'm saying Amarin out. Like, mate, you're 4 years old. You're a Glory supporter. Like, come on, bro. We're just getting there. I'll hear an argument if we don't like approach or sign anyone in the January transfer window, like a midfielder, like a left mid, like a backup striker or a cam, because our squad depth is a joke. Absolute joke. Defensively, we're fine. Defensively, we're fine. I think midfield, we're a joke. Up front, we're a joke. The right side was cold. Like bringing Mazraoui off yesterday. Why would you bring Mazraoui off? Like, maybe I rate Mazraoui differently to next man, but I just think he's one of our most consistent players, and he doesn't even play him. Like, and surely the better option would be play Amad Diallo on the right and Mount at cam. Or Mount up front, put Bruno at cam, play Mainu in the middle. Surely. And Diallo on the right. It's just becoming more of a joke, and it doesn't help when we've got stupid idiots that we call Man United fans that sit and go, but give Xerxes a go, but give Xerxes a go. Oh, but Mainu shouldn't leave. Mainu's class. Mainu shouldn't leave. Why? Mainu comes on and does fuck all for 40 minutes. That's like a whole first half. Xerxes a striker that can't strike. Xerxes a striker that can't header. Who's about 6'4", by the way. So, yay, Mainu, yay, Xerxes, yeah. Get a life. These men aren't good enough for the position and the role. Do I think they're bad players? No, I don't. In this system, yes, they are. Because, all right, then, we should be starting Mainu. We should be starting Mainu at centre mid. Defensively, Casemiro is better than Mainu defensively. And I'd even push Ugarte is better than Mainu defensively. Pushing forward.
But switch him out for Bruno. Play Bruno at Camden. Play Maino on the left side.
The reason Fernandes starts in the middle, is because of his playmaking and because for that left centre mid position, his tactic is to go forward while Casemiro stays back. That's what their whole position is. So now going forward, who do you start? Maino or Bruno Fernandes? So I leave that one up to you. We're about to bounce. We're about to start. Oh no, I tell a lie. No, I got time. How much time? I got time. I got an extra 5 minutes if man want to get comments in. Sorry, I can't read that. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. The formation needs addressing. I don't think so. I don't think the formation needs addressing. I think certain player roles do. Because the formation, you can see it up top, it's perfect for that Mbeumo and Cunha connection. I think it's perfect for him. On the day, it's absolutely perfect. And I think player roles. We could now argue Dorgu as a left mid. I don't think he should be pushing that high up at all. Not that high up. Because isn't that what a left cam is? Isn't a left cam meant to go wide and in the middle? Isn't that what a cam is? Isn't that? That's why the striker's there and the cam's there, because the cam can. Or am I bugging? So isn't that why we've got left and right cams? Do we have to keep? I don't think Mainu. I don't think Dorgu should be going that high up. It does for adjustment for games. You can't just do it. Sorry, I'm so bad at reading. My fault. You can't just do it and for every team without tweaks and works out. Still don't think you have fully the right players for the formation you need. Yeah, 100%. 100%. That's why. That's one. Yeah, 100%. That's why when people sit and say we've lost one game in 6, and people say, "Oh, Amarin out." But Amarin's only just. Sorry, I'm gonna have to get rid of this because Amarin's slowly digging us out. And I don't know why people are finding it so hard to see. He's slowly digging us out. Remember, he's got a fight with what's been left from Ten Hag. So, and remember as well, people, remember, Amarin, sold Onana, Onana, Anthony, loaned that Sancho, loaned that Rashford. He's got rid of all the shit in the team quicker than any other manager has. He's bringing in Mbeumo, he's bringing Lamens, he's bringing Sesko and Cunha. They're probably the best signings we've made in the past 5 years. But we used to have Ronaldo. Oh, great. And what did he do? But remember, when he's fighting Ineos, the shit Ten Hag left us and the shit Jim Radcliffe gets us in, the fact people are so blind to see that he's actually doing work, blah, 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 blah. It needs to be more cute against other teams, not just play the same formation with no tweaks. He needs to be more flexible, even with a back three, bro. I think he needs time. Yeah, 100 million percent, 100 million percent, 100 million percent. 100%. And it goes back to the point of when we play Everton and teams like Everton that play boring football, that like to hold back and like to stay central in the middle of the park, why is it the one game where ideally, like every other game, when we go all out attack in the first 25 minutes, why is that the one game he's not done it in the one game that will actually work? Do you see what I'm saying? Give him full 3 windows properly, then decide. You can't always fire people. Exactly. And back to my point of we sack him, I don't think no matter whether it's Zidane, whether it's Xavi, whether it's Carlo Ancelotti, blood clot, Yachty, I don't think a manager, if you sack him now or you get rid of him now, no matter what, I don't think Amarin's capable enough, and I don't think any other manager on planet Earth is capable enough to get us out the amount of shit that we're in. I'm going to have to bounce people, but I am on the Project Prem right now. Starts at 9 p.m, so in 1 minute's time, I'm there. So everyone be there, be square. I'm going to be on there. It's the same channel. You just got to click different video. So I appreciate you all for watching. So I'm going to see you all there.